about this.
A goose load of money. Welcome everyone to Content Pending, the show.
Hey.
After hours. It's a good old time after hours. I'm Travis.
Yeah, I'm Dylan.
We're podcast takes place at Don's Depot in Austin, Texas. This is the after hour show where we just kind of like talk about whatever. You know, we have some friendly people. We're going to talk about some stuff, anything we want. Not even
friendly
just interesting stuff. Friendly stuff. We got Todd Fitt from the earlier episode, from episode 8.
Yeah, Todd.
Who probably has more stories about Cuba that we were not able to cover exactly because we only had 40 fucking minutes. And of course, we have Adam Waters, our beard, our luck dragon, who's holding a microphone like a comedian because we do not have an extra stand for it. That's kind of fun.
So happy to see you.
Take my wife, please.
Take my wife, for example.
Well, if we had that Patreon money, we could afford the $14 to buy him a mic stand.
Yeah. Or there's a donation page somewhere. Anyway,
go fund
I'd
us.
like to think there's
go fund yourself.
like thousands of dollars in it, and you just forgot where.
Right,
it
we
was.
just forgot where we put it. Yeah.
No, we've actually worn out like 19 of these things.
I meant the donation, but
Oh, no,
yeah. No, I
And
forgot,
so did
I forgot the
Todd, because
password.
Todd's
got locked out.
sharp.
So we're in Austin, Texas. We're at Don's Depot, one of the best bars
Because
in the
it
entire
doesn't
world.
work when I get facial.
We are going to talk about. What do we want to talk about? I mean,
Obviously, you want to talk to Dylan about
most
this
of us have
movie
not
that you
seen
guys have
Infinity
seen.
War. I want to talk about Infinity War.
50% of us haven't.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, well, you guys are 51% of the show.
Are we?
That's
Yeah.
true.
Is
Yeah,
it because
by
we're
volume,
bigger than
yeah.
both of you?
Well, because you
Is
have
it-
a different show that's attached to the same
Ding,
thing.
ding,
So, yeah.
Oh, all right.
No, it wasn't a fat joke.
Adam's lost weight. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still bigger.
I lost weight. I didn't eat. I just drink rum all the time.
Oh, rum is sugar.
Rum has
That'll
no.
do it. Rum is made of sugar.
Rum is sugar. That's why it's so delicious.
Are you guys saying rum has calories? What
That's
the
why
fuck's going on?
mojitos are the
I'm-
best drink
I'm
probably ever in Latin
diabetic
America.
now.
I was wondering where your feet went.
You should have led with that.
I lost
Yeah.
my feet in Havana. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
I left my feet.
Send feet, guns, and lawyers or whatever.
Oh, wow.
I'm diabetes, Pete.
Warren
King
Zevon's
of the rum
rolling in his whatever.
Yeah, I mean, what would he in his werewolf?
Oh, shit. I have a shot.
Of London, yeah.
Yeah.
In his wolf form.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Okay.
It's diabetes, Pete. He's the king of the mojito, Pete.
So, Todd, what do we miss? What do we miss from Cuba? What did you want to talk about?
What do I personally miss from
no,
Cuba?
no, what did we miss? Bless you.
Oh,
Bless you.
man, like just a shit show. Not gonna lie. Just
Well, we missed his feet, apparently.
Well, no. We saw his feet.
it's a metric system.
Shit.
They
Gets me
work
every
that
time.
joke all the way around.
Well, no, Todd.
So you lost 60.96 centimeters
Yeah.
on your body.
That's right.
No, Todd.
That's 100% right.
Todd did give us a travel hack via Instagram that I'm going to take with me to my grave from now on.
What is that travel hack?
Put a fucking hammock in your backpack
yeah,
so you can
yeah.
sleep in airports when your flights are canceled.
When you're stuck there
No.
for 16 hours.
So that
Yeah.
hammock that I took a picture of, I'm gonna give you two. So I bought that hammock for $8.
Yeah.
All right. Now the straps were like $9. Totally worth it.
We can do
But
that.
here's the thing. It comes with carabiners.
Buy better carabiners.
No, don't. Their carabiners are great.
Oh.
What you need to do is buy another carabiner because those straps, they're so you can have the length.
Mm-hmm.
So what you can do is hook your bag right behind your head,
Oh.
and not as a pillow, but in case you fall asleep, you can feel anybody fucking
Trying to steal with you.
Right,
Yeah.
that's jail rules, too.
Jail rules.
You put as
hostel
much
rules.
shit under your pillow as you can so nobody can jack it.
Yeah.
True story.
When I think of things being jacked in prison, bags are not one of them. Or
Ass.
maybe they're both.
Oh,
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
yeah. I mean, the bags are involved. Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to get your cigarettes, they are sure. Yeah,
It's very special. Yeah.
but no, we really, Todd. It was. I've traveled some, unfortunately, and I say this unfortunately because I've been privileged enough that I have not been stuck in places where I didn't have hotels or whatever, and that's my shame. But yeah, I was honestly I was inspired. Like I have been in airports all over the world, and I've never seen actually someone set up camp the way you did. Like, fuck it, hammock. I'm here. Deal with
campfire.
me.
I didn't even see the picture. So the reason
be
why
honest.
you set up the hammock was because your flight back was canceled, right?
Yeah, it was canceled, and our
Canceled.
flight.
It was
we were
delayed by
supposed to
2
leave-
hours.
It was
and-
delayed by 2.5 hours, and then like an hour into the delay, they're like, "Well, fuck it," and like every fucking Cuban went apeshit. It was like TMZ around Justin Timberlake or whomever, Beyonce, and like,
Okay.
I'm talking like I'm not joking.
Was
like,
there a celebrity there, or they just go?
no?
apeshit?
They were just screaming at each other
Screaming and
and
swarming.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
and like they're screaming at the American Airlines people, and every single fucking person is filming everything. Like, you're not giving us a hotel. What are you doing? Like, what's going on? Blah, blah,
It's
blah.
World
Like,
Star, Cuba. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane. Like we did an over under bet, and I was like, we'll set it at 2 hours. And this guy Omar from Dallas was like, do you want to take the over or the under? And I was like,
Over.
and I was like, you know what? I'm going to take the under. I took the under, and I was wrong by
You
like
were-
an hour and 15 minutes. I was pissed.
No, I have one similar parallel. I was in Prague, and the flight got canceled, and it was like it was
Aw.
a United based airline, but it was like Czech Airlines, and they did a whole thing where like, well, the flight's canceled. We're not going to tell anybody
Yeah.
because why bother? The flight's canceled.
Yeah, no one needs that information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I ended up like having to like, hey, the flight was supposed to be called 3 hours ago. Like, I go to the desk, you're like, like, are you sure you don't know?
Yeah,
'Cause
look,
I've been here for a couple hours.
I love the checks and all, but I don't have any faith in their airport abilities.
Oh no,
Like,
it's my only third world experience.
they're not real known for that.
Yeah,
Do you count?
Czechoslovakia is not the third world.
But no, it's my. I'm just saying, as a parallel, it's my only experience that even comes close to what Todd was saying earlier about how there's no communication or how things just break. They don't bother telling
Right.
the passengers.
Yeah.
That's the not surprising part was
Yeah.
when the person who fucking worked at the airline who you were inquiring was just like,
Shrugged so hard. They flew off the earth.
You don't like Prague? What's wrong with you?
No, I love Prague. It's great.
No, I'm just
Right. Because
Actually, when I was-
that's my only other story. My only comparison story is when I got stuck in Hawaii for an extra day, and it was like,
Oh yeah.
I could
Poor
complain about
you.
that. I know.
what a
Because
bitch.
well, Expedia
Yeah.
didn't tell me that my flight had changed like an hour difference, and so I'm like waiting around for a flight that was actually at a different gate and didn't work, and so like calling them up and blah 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 blah. But the whole time is like, well, but I get to stay in Hawaii for another day. Like I get it. I don't know what it'd be like to like, oh, I have to stay in Prague for one more day, or like
No, I was only in Prague for like extra 3 hours.
because trying to leave Jamaica sucked because like leaving Jamaica, they don't give a shit if you're leaving. Like
No, I think that's
they want
where-
you to pretend that you're going to have a good time when you get there, and you're like, well, when you're on your fucking way
No,
out. Like
I
the
think-
Starbucks is run by wolves. Fuck it.
Yeah, I think that's the common thread we're talking about
exactly.
now.
Yeah.
It's like
wolves.
that whole. I love it. That's the common thread. Like three different countries, three similar experiences of like, fuck you. We really don't care if you leave or not.
Right.
Oh no, Cuba cares if you leave.
Ah,
Well,
only if you're smoking.
They
darts.
just-
Yeah.
yeah,
they
what
care
you
a
leave
lot
with.
about what you leave with as well.
Yeah, what you leave with, like they don't. You don't have a visa. Like you're getting pulled over, and you're like, oh, you know, you're in this country illegally. Espionage? Well, you're in jail. Oh, terrific! That's exactly what I wanted.
Well, especially hearing that the taxi cab drivers are like, no, I can't just chat about politics because they'll kill me.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I mean,
No, Castro's dead. It's fine.
well,
One of them is.
well, sure.
Yeah,
But the-
Raul's still kicking good. He just retired. Like,
while you were there.
yeah. Well, while I was there, it doesn't mean he's dead. Like,
Right. And doesn't mean he doesn't still have the power to get people to kill you
Yeah.
for
But it might
whatever
be,
reason.
It might be a hobby now instead
not
of a
even gonna
job
lie.
position. You know?
I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I'm like doing this interview alone. If the fucking Cubans hear it, I may never be able to go back to Cuba. Or
No,
if
no,
I
no,
do,
no.
they're gonna be like,
Oh no, you get an Obama tattoo.
yeah, right on my chest, like the
Yeah.
Virgin Mary, like
Yeah.
Danny Trejo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get that done.
You just always wear shirts like
My-
that so you can just see his eyes poking out.
My conservative
and his
father
head
will be
up the
so
neck.
proud.
No, you need like a
Wow.
Castro and Obama like grasping hands like in triumph together, like
or like
Or like a
arm
rusty
wrestling,
trombone, or
Yeah.
but nobody's winning. You know,
grasping something.
What's the Sylvester Stallone movie where he's
Over
an
the
arm
top?
wrestler- over the top, like the
backwards.
Predator? Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Christ.
actually, no, it was Predator. It was
Well, no,
yeah.
that was just
Son of a
a,
bitch.
yeah, like,
and then
What's the matter?
but just an immediate cut to just their arms like flexing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's Obama and Castro in a full Predator. Yeah.
What's the matter, Castro? Too busy pushing pencils?
Jesus.
Yeah, that tattoo will get you a green light. You're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, this one's okay. They'll say.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going back to Cuba, so
They don't get iTunes there. It's fine.
Also, we're not that popular, so whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The NSA still loves our show,
thank God.
but they don't want to talk to Cuba about anything
Right.
because whatever.
It's a complicated situation, really.
Oh, tell me about it.
So Todd,
I had to deal with a woman and fucking communist. Yeah.
Yeah,
so Todd,
Communists who love Obama.
it's a good
Oof.
time. It's a
I'll
good
take
time.
a communist 100% of the time, other than a woman.
Yeah, right. Today I learned.
Dirty.
Jesus.
Oh,
ouch.
Hey, you could put that in the foreign correspondence one.
yes. Hashtag.
I'm a little inebriated now. Let's
Hashtag
talk
I'll
about
take a
what really
communist.
happened.
Changing gears to food.
Oh no.
No food? It was
No?
that's the one thing you won't talk about?
Oh god, the food is. Most of the food is terrible. You can find some really good places.
No, so
yeah.
here's I want to recap one thing you said earlier on the other show about what is a Cuban sandwich. Actually, they may have been off air, but
Well, that was
You mean a ham
invented.
yeah.
That was invented in Florida, though.
But no, I grew up in South Florida, in Miami, and I had a lot of Cuban influence in my life when I was young, and like
Sure. So
I had a lot-
I lived
I-
in Florida when I was a kid too.
I had a lot of Cuban food in my life when I was young, and
You had a lot of American
Cuban
food
in-
in your
in-
life when
right.
you were young.
that's where I'm going with that. Like I grew up like on plantains and red beans and rice, and like that was delicious, and I loved it. And from what I'm hearing now, it was all a lie.
yeah.
Well, no, it's not that it's a
I've been
lie.
shitting like a goose for a week. I mean, what do you want? Yeah.
Which is efficient.
Well, the thing,
To be fair.
I think that you have to take into account under the regime that the people actually making the food don't really have access to food. Like, so like it's better here. What with all
yeah.
the food available.
But yeah, then
Yeah.
you mentioned like the whole idea of a Cuban sandwich. Americans have a Cuban sandwich, and it's like what roast corned beef or whatever the fuck it is.
No,
and
it's ham.
No, it's pulled
It's
pork,
like
ham.
pulled pork.
the
with-
American version.
Yeah.
And, like
It-
sauerkraut or weird shit and
No,
stuff.
there's no,
No,
sauerkraut.
never.
We're not in Germany.
Yeah, which is a shame.
I don't like food,
Well,
so
yeah, I agree
I'd
with
put
that.
sauerkraut on a Cuban,
I
but
fucking hate sauerkraut.
but it's
I
different
know you hate cabbage.
here than it is there by far.
I hate
by far.
rotten shit too. Sorry.
No, it's
Kombucha and fuck all that shit.
oh, that's just gross.
The
Yeah.
Cubano is pulled pork, ham, and provolone, I think. Or no,
It's probably any cheese a fucking Cuban can get.
well,
Like,
traditionally, and yellow,
government
and
cheese.
mustard,
Right.
and pickles, mustard,
Well,
at the
yeah,
end.
yeah.
and then squashed.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was conflating a Reuben with a.
Oh, they're
Cuban.
not
Reuben's corned beef.
They're also
Yeah.
not squashed. Oh, sorry. They're also not squashed.
No, you can yell that. That's fine.
I didn't. I was
Just
just.
You're really excited about it. Get up on the mic.
They're not squashed. They're not squashed. It's
Okay.
just a roll. It's just a fucking roll
It's just
with
a normal
ham and
sandwich,
cheese.
yeah.
Well, because
Yeah,
they
you,
don't have-
could get really
Congratulations,
upset
you're
about
poor.
it, but
Well, yeah.
Shout out to the fucking person in Florida who was able to sell a fucking Cuban
Sandwich,
sandwich.
yeah.
It was like, well,
Like,
it's
I got an idea.
ham and cheese and just add pickles. Well, we always do that.
And let's
pickles.
and let's smash this down on a grill and convince
hey
someone.
guys, I bought this
Family
panini
recipe.
press.
Yeah. From this guy named Foreman something.
I put a,
Oh, no.
I put a brick on our sandwich. How interesting is that?
A hot brick, thank
Yeah,
you.
Oh, sure.
Where'd you get that brick? Oh.
The summer of '69.
Next door.
Would you like to listen to some ACDC?
Remember when I got my first hot brick?
Yeah.
Bought the 5 and dime. Yeah.
Ate it till my fingers bled.
Oh,
That's just, you're just not supposed to eat sandwiches like that.
And shit like a goose for a week.
Oh, my God.
That's actually one of the lost lyrics of that song.
Yeah.
First draft, yeah.
Yeah.
It's on the B side. It's cool.
Shit.
Jesus.
My fingers
Shit
bled.
until my fingers bled.
Wow, that.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's not untrue.
No, it's not. You're gonna want to expel everything.
I mean, you had a okay experience. And
Tammy,
then
yes, please.
an okay experience that basically like cleans you out. That's pretty cool, you know?
Shed some pounds. Yeah.
Shed some pounds and just
It's like a
poop
retreat,
weights and-
yeah.
Think of it as a cleanse.
Yeah.
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 Yes.
Yeah.
It's
People
just
paid money
very,
for that.
very
Yeah.
complicated, stressful cleanse.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I needed after a somewhat stressful fucking trip
Yeah.
with a girl who I'm not sure whether likes me or thinks I should die of a horrible disease.
Sure, to have a little Jeff Daniels.
Yeah. I'm like,
Right.
I'm not sure what that means, but I
congratulations,
like
you're
it.
gonna
Dumb and
shit
Dumber.
yourself.
Right. This is how they did in the old days too. I think.
Different interpretation.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Look, you're one like coffee book on Amazon away from making a shitload of money writing about this.
A goose load of money.
A week's worth of goose load of money.
Pate baby.
Which is actually $700 exactly.
My God, I have to point this out.
Okay.
Every fucking Central, South, and Caribbean country I've ever been in, about, I would say 60% of the time, no toilet seat.
Sure.
In Cuba,
Those are hot
no
on the black
toilet
market.
paper. And I read that, and I brought a bunch of toilet paper. She thought I was full of shit.
Wait.
And then she was like,
And
"Do
you
still have
were.
that toilet paper?"
Whoa,
And I'm
whoa,
like, "Yeah."
wait, back up. What do you mean no toilet paper? What do they have
I
instead?
mean, like the lack of things to wipe your ass with.
For $200. No, what so like there's nothing? Zero things?
I mean,
Paper towels,
There
rags, like
were-
puppies, like I don't know.
like, yeah,
American
There's-
dollars.
you can wait. Like,
$3 bills.
get
Banana
napkins at
leaves.
the bar before you. Like, if you have to shit in Cuba,
Damn.
or I would say in most Latin American countries, and I'm not trying to shit on them because I fucking love them, and I think you all know that.
And you did,
Of course, yeah.
literally.
Yeah, get napkins. Get like my backpack right here. I have a roll of toilet paper in there that I got in fucking Colombia.
You know,
that
yeah,
I've
yeah.
taken with me.
You actually shared
Well,
a
no,
story
no.
about that.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
remember Neil
Yeah.
shitting
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
Yeah,
played his ass with a Santa, and there.
yeah.
I forgot about that.
Well, that was
actually.
but the bathroom was dead. Like it was right. Like all of it was wrong. Not nowhere will you ever find toilet paper. Like that's.
I mean,
that's a bridge too far for me. Like I'm never
you're
traveling ever again.
gonna.
There
you.
Because I pooped in one of the weird Japanese like floor toilets.
You
or
never
whatever.
poop.
Once a year.
Yeah.
You know this. Just happened to happen in May.
That year it happened to be in
One
Japan.
gigantic life-size shit.
Yeah, yeah. I usually
No.
name them, and then
Bono.
And send them off to college.
just send them off to college. Yeah, yeah.
No, like
Take them to the
You-
bowl. or
Katie
whatever.
Couric.
always take toilet paper. Always.
Okay.
At least in Central South
Don't forget to bring a
America,
towel.
Colombia.
I know.
And there's nothing worse than
I know
using
along.
the restroom without.
Oh yeah,
You know,
no
toilet seat.
No, that's literally a nightmare I have every fucking night. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's-
absolutely
it's-
absolutely not.
it
yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
It's the only time
That's why
I've ever-
Pilates happened.
Now I really what?
Just put it together later. You're good.
I missed that
Flexibility
entire
and
shit.
squatting.
Sure.
Oh.
We're
Yeah.
really just a squatty potty would keep us
Those
from having
things
to
are
do
amazing.
Pilates. Of course they are. Yeah.
I'll tell you
I
what,
know on the at least on the border
Bring
to
toilet
Mexico, they have a similar issue, but it's not that they lack toilet paper; it's that their plumbing is so shit that they don't flush the toilet paper; they just throw it away in a trash can, which makes on the other side of the border towns, places like Walmart's, for example, their bathrooms are a sight to behold.
that's the same thing in anywhere, like anywhere in Central South
Ah.
Yeah,
America.
all Walmarts
Except
are
Cuba, apparently,
No,
because they
like
don't
you-
have any toilet paper.
Very rarely. Like our Airbnbs did, but some of the restaurants we went into didn't. Like I gave her toilet paper to do her business.
All right, so let's
Yeah.
back that up. So,
Yeah.
a normal restaurant, like where not just tourists, but like people would go on the night to go have a dinner and drink,
A local joint.
they wouldn't have toilet paper as a general rule, or is this like
Sometimes they don't.
or is like a touristy place that's just terrible, so you can excuse it because it's just they ran out really fast, or
I mean, I got to be honest with you. Like, I didn't. I didn't have to worry about that. Like,
Of course you did. Yeah,
but
you were prepared. Yeah.
like, especially in a communist country, you get a ration.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
you get a ration of like, you can only shit 6 times a week. That
Right.
seventh day, you better hold that. I mean, I don't know if that's true, but
Tobacco leaf.
Banana
banana
leaf.
leaf.
Yeah.
Fucking up to here in those, but no toilet paper. Since the factory shut down.
Use your cigar rations. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. The only similar parallel I've ever been able to draw is I was in Amsterdam many years ago, and I was in places that were heavily touristy.
Heavily.
Yeah.
Heavily.
And so
Haverly.
those bathrooms were literally the most disgusting bathrooms I've ever seen in my entire existence. No TP there, but that was kind of like but you kind of expect that because if you want TP,
That's because drug-addled tourists stole it all.
If you want TP in this location,
Todd
you're
ran
asking
off
too much.
with all their toilet paper.
Gotta put it in my bag, man.
Yeah.
Never know when you're gonna have a
It
lady
lives
with you.
here, man.
Yeah. Just the idea of like a regular restaurant that locals would go to would not supply a way to cleanse
Yeah.
is peculiar. I find fascinating. So-
My worst is Manhattan.
well, yeah,
I
most Manhattans
went to a
is cesspool.
McDonald's because I had to shit my brains out.
Sure.
And
Well, did you eat there first?
no, I didn't. I was
Oh.
just like, it's
Wow.
McDonald's. I'm just gonna go in and like
They
I
deserve
had to
it.
walk down like I had to walk down like 3 floors to get to their bathroom, and like it was.
Oh, you're Times Square. Yeah.
It was. I might have been in Times Square. I don't remember, but it was just gross. I'm just like, it looked like the toilet from fucking Train Spotting.
Of
Yeah, no.
course. Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
The worst
Jesus.
The
toilet in
restaurant I was talking
Scotland?
about
Yeah.
earlier was the
Amsterdam,
same place. Yeah.
Well, that's what you get for eating human brains if you had to shit them out, I guess.
Yeah.
Get that kuru.
It sounds like you live
I'm
a very
loving it.
stressful life.
Lately, I do.
Like, yeah. Or it's just like so many stories is like, well, I was there because I had to something poop related. Some emergent
There's
poop
always going to
related
be a
scenario.
poop-related story. You can't get around it.
I just love the
You
idea
can.
that wherever you go,
You got
bring
to
your own
shit.
toilet paper.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got some.
Douglas
right here
Adams
with
was
you.
completely wrong about that. Yeah.
He has a whole bag dedicated to it. Charmin Ultra Strong.
I'm telling you what. You think that hammock was the best idea I had?
Toilet paper was the best
Toilet
idea.
paper is the best.
Travel hack, baby.
You think I'm shitting you? I'm not.
I'm not.
Sure.
Literally. Yeah.
No.
But if you are,
But you will eventually. Yeah.
you have something to wipe with.
Yeah.
Hey,
Clean yourself up. Don't be like Neil.
Todd Fitts too.
Yeah. Don't use your hand.
That poor bastard.
Yeah. No, that was a harrowing story. As a
And
person
you're
who
just
doesn't
there
like
like
poop stuff, really.
making a pillow out of toilet paper rolls while he's in there wiping his ass with his own hand.
There-
Yeah.
There's no way you can talk yourself out of wiping your ass on someone's pillow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Numbers don't translate.
Numbers don't translate.
Number
Yeah.
2 doesn't translate.
That's dividing by zero. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
That is a good travel tip.
Note
I
to
think
self.
that should be also put on your list of travel hacks.
Yeah.
It is. It is
Depending
now.
upon where you're going.
Apparently everywhere.
A lot of places still are pretty keen on toilet paper.
Yeah.
And
I've
if
been,
you're
I've
super
been lucky so
lucky,
far, apparently.
bidets.
Oh, bidets, man.
I love them.
Yeah.
I'm 100% for.
Yep. I almost refuse to take a crap anywhere unless a bidet or bidet option is available to me.
You're in the wrong country for that.
I have one at home.
Yep.
So you just drive home every time you have to shit?
No, I work from home and I live there.
that
So
works out well. So
yeah.
Yes.
I, on the other hand, do not
I'll put
have
it,
that
I was
option.
gonna say, in my home, there is another bathroom that I refuse to shit in. What with it not having a bidet available.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That helps.
Bidets
But you
all
can get
bad,
little
man.
travel weird ones. They're fun. They work.
It's just a squirt bottle with a weird angle. That's basically all it is. Like,
The angle is everything, Travis.
I feel like the power of you holding the microphone is going to your head, sir. I mean, I love it, but also like just grabbing that motherfucker.
Yeah.
and looking-
Florence Massengill over here. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can sue her.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a douche joke. And a Blazing Saddles reference. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
It's me, Margaret. Cheers.
Yay!
We didn't get a chance to talk too much about the Marvel stuff, but Deadpool 2 right? Deadpool 2? Deadpool 2?
Looking
I'm
forward
down.
to it.
I'm
will,
down.
will be awesome.
Thanos is in that.
I like that they made a Twitter account for
In
that
the
For Peter, yeah.
for Peter.
Peter
yeah.
Wizard. Peter Wizard.
I just like that.
I don't understand that reference.
Peter Wizard is a character who was actually in the X-Force at some point. He was a counter operative. His name was Peter Wizard. He was
Okay.
actually it was
No, that's
old,
cool. That's
He was
cool.
old CIA, and he did have superpowers. But like the way they're actually selling this thing, oh man, I'm sorry. I mean, like, even specifically, given the idea that the way the Deadpool 2 trailer was released, it was like, here's a 2-hour introduction to, which is really an Infinity War joke. 2-hour introduction to Deadpool 3 is basically how they're selling the whole fucking concept. And Peter, his guy's name's Peter, and Peter W is his Twitter handle.
Yeah.
And Peter W is one of two people that Deadpool follows, one being Hello Kitty, and then Peter. But the jokes that they make about him being a thing, and like, oh,
Yeah.
it's gonna be fucking
So the
wonderful.
way they sold it is
Is it like
Peter's
Bob?
being
I mean, like, yeah, well, like Bob, like from the first one, but like,
Yeah.
it's just like Peter, like, so the
right
idea
because
of
they're trying to build X-Force,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And he walks in and he's like, I
saw a thing on Craigslist.
Peter, I don't have any powers or anything cool. I just saw the ad on Craigslist and showed up. And Deadpool, of course, is like, well, you're in.
yeah, you're perfect.
Like, yeah.
And so the next shot in the trailer was literally like Peter in a fucking like
Like
parachute
skydiving out
skydiving in
of,
with the rest of the crew because they're
but
all
like
jumping out
he's still in
sortie or
his
whatever.
like beige button down and khakis.
Yeah.
Like,
his dad bod flailing in the wind. or
yeah.
whatever,
And just like super, like not moved by any of it. It's really fun.
yeah. That would be
And then they
super
gave him a Twitter account.
fun. Fuck yeah, they
And
did.
that's really, really fun.
Well, there was a series of pictures where he was like taking pictures with the X-Force and like introducing them like like a dad would, you know, and like
Yeah.
one shot of him and he's like, "Oh, Domino stole my camera for a second." Like I wasn't even posing, you know, just like picture of a guy or whatever. Like, I'm loving. I love the way they did the marketing of that shit. So,
Yeah.
I do too.
yeah.
Bonkers good.
That's the only other Marvel thing we should talk about, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, because Deadpool is Deadpool.
And
Yeah.
that's another thing that could have gone one of two ways.
But they went the right way.
Correct. And I was
Well, you don't know that
elated.
yet.
Yeah.
No,
Well, the second one,
from
yeah.
the first
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
What I mean is Deadpool has had a decade or so of people writing him badly. Like
Sure.
just rehashing the same joke that
Bullshit,
was a hit
yeah.
in the 80s or whatever.
Chimichangas.
And yeah, the
Jimmy
hell
fucking
yeah.
Chongas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I get it, but you know, it's over. Like you can be more creative with this character, and like he just got the shittiest writers, and it was just it became very
the comics,
frustrating
yeah,
for me. So
yeah.
when they announced the movie, I was like, oh great, this is gonna go real badly. But then I was pleasantly surprised
Yeah.
because it was fucking great.
It was fucking great.
It was.
It had a lot of weird trappings that could have made it bad,
Yeah.
even watching it, but
But here
I'm going to spell it out for you. Was
It's-
my favorite line in that entire movie.
yeah.
What's my name? Oh, I'm going to fucking spell it out for you.
yeah. Yeah.
And here's my one thing about that is they have an inherent understanding of all of it. They have an
Right.
In one movie.
Yes.
They also have
But no,
the
no.
added bonus of Ryan Reynolds being a fucking super fan, and he refuses
Yes.
not to fuck this up.
And
And,
actually-
I really
Yeah.
appreciate that.
And actually, building on that, that's where I think the real heart of this is that you have a person who cares, and also a person who understands how movies are made, and also understands how to poke fun at other things, which also is the character of Deadpool to begin with.
Yes, of course.
So he is the ultimate foil,
Yeah.
and they also know how to make movies playing into that.
Sure. Yeah.
It's a mixture of everything that could be right. So all the gripes I have about stuff, they have channeled into a character that understands all of that
Yeah,
stuff.
it's always like tongue in cheeking it. Yeah.
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 But also is part of the universe at the same time.
Yeah.
And they've ridden that very fine line of fourth wall,
Yeah.
and that's Deadpool. Like,
Yeah.
but they nailed it.
Well, that's good Deadpool.
So
That's Ryan Reynolds Deadpool.
That's
That's
Ryan
Ryan Reynolds Deadpool.
Yeah, that's where I was
That's
going.
right.
So can I ask you just one real quick question on Infinity War?
It sucked. Yeah.
Did you laugh when Steve Rogers introduced himself to Groot?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. I think we were too drunk to enjoy that movie.
No, no, no.
Tequila.
He was too busy cutting a hole in the
No,
popcorn bucket.
No, honestly, I don't recall there being anything weird about that introduction, other than the Thor "I Speak Groot" thing. but,
Oh, yeah. No, okay. Yeah.
No, was that it? Because that was cute. That was fun. Yeah.
Groot says, "I am Groot," and Steve Rogers says it in such a very gentleman way, like, "I am Steve Rogers."
Oh yeah,
totally in
yeah.
character, but also out of character for the scene.
Yes,
or
yes,
whatever.
no. That was great.
I was curious if that made you laugh or
yeah.
not. Okay.
No,
I'm
not
trying to see if there's joy in your heart still.
Didn't.
There's not.
It didn't make me laugh.
He tittered.
Didn't make me laugh, but
My audience lost their shit.
but
over
I
it.
was endeared by it, going because that's the one thing about Steve Rogers in his unflappable 1950s.
Gentleman thing.
I
yeah.
am good and a gentleman, and right is right.
I don't know what country
America.
or world you're from, but I will always
Yes.
respond in kind.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
I didn't laugh at, but I got
Just
it. And
surprisingly
I
You
British.
didn't get at it.
As
you
a sentiment
you didn't
goes.
laugh at it because you drank a bottle of Taka before that.
loved it. It was 1876.
You were watching a different movie at that
Yeah.
point.
No. I was more sober than
you were
I
watching Is
want
God
to realize. I was more sober than I care to
Holy
admit.
Mountain.
After
Yeah.
having
Real? I hate that movie.
That movie fucking
sounds like you were
sucks.
hungover
That movie's
then.
dog
fucking
shit.
terrible. That's the literally
Holy
the worst.
Mountain? Oh, yeah. Holy Mountain's stupid.
Yeah, like I don't give
What?
a shit.
Holy
I mean,
Mountain.
the
Fucking
whole-
stupid.
Wait, hold on. What is that?
Holy Mountain's a fucking
It's a movie that
70s.
apparently
Fucking stupid.
I would say you should watch if you don't know what it is, but then I'm kind of like, Dylan's my friend.
Right. No, it's
don't
one of, it's one of
don't
these, like,
bother. It's garbage.
it's like fake nouveau art bullshit thing that people look at and go like, "Oh man, this is so trashy and also so beautiful." And it's like, no,
oh
no,
my god, look
no,
at all
it's
the
just
metaphor.
dumb.
And it's like, no, this
so
is just
fucking
really.
dumb.
If it was directed by Ed Wood, it would be the exact same fucking movie. That's how fucking stupid the movie
Actually,
is.
it would have been better.
Well, no, I mean, like, it would be the exact same thing. People would say, like, this is the exact same thing. But they would say, like, no, this is stupid. No, it's not. It is stupid. It is a stupid fucking movie. It's not real. None of it makes any sense. Like, there's no metaphor strong enough. There's no acid strong enough to be like,
To catch up with what they were trying to do, which just means they weren't trying to do anything. They
Right.
just made a really bad decision.
And when they all meet the director at the end at the table and shit, and you're like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
so
This
fucking
is-
stupid.
I'm actually lost in
I'm
this whole
surprised. I'm
conversation.
surprised you don't know about that,
It's
actually.
The Room, like Tommy Wiseau's The Room, is literally
better.
a better
than this
movie.
Yes. Yes.
Well, I've seen a lot of those.
Now,
It's
granted,
concise, it's
they probably
trying too
they probably
hard.
hang out in the corner of the club together.
Oh, I'm sure they
like
do.
I make
they're bad.
movie.
They're both
You
bad.
like-
Well, it might be the same person, actually, considering.
No, they definitely aren't.
All right, so what is this again?
Travis might have an argument there.
Right?
We don't know how old Tommy Wiseau is.
Yeah.
No one does.
I mean,
he's a vampire.
His movies are timeless. Why can't he?
Right,
no,
but
no,
he
one,
thinks
no,
he's
no
a
one's found his
vampire
portrait.
anyway.
You know.
Well, right, but
Oh, no, he
we
is
do
the
know who
portrait.
directed and wrote and partially starred in Holy Mountain, and we've heard that man speak. We've also heard
Sure, but
Tommy
that-
Wiseau speak, and they are definitely not the same
So
person.
that might just show how good of an actor Tommy Wiseau is. You don't know, all right?
I don't know. You're correct, but I'm pretty confident.
I'm pretty confident in that. You're right.
Thanks.
So,
Thanks, buddy.
Holy Diver? What is
Because
it?
honestly, the alternative is unthinkable.
Yeah,
Holy
that
Mountain.
totally is. Yeah.
All right, we're basically out of time, so let's go ahead and do one last. What are we shooting? What are we cheersing? What are we toasting?
Todd Fitt.
No,
To
something else.
Cuban foreign relations.
To Cuban
Yeah,
foreign
yeah.
relations.
Yeah,
and
sure,
may there
why not?
always be
Yeah.
an Irish bar wherever you
and
go.
toilet
Yeah.
paper.
To toilet paper, yeah. Adam, thanks for coming and hang out with us.
Thank you.
Todd, thanks for coming and hang out with us.
No, not a problem. Anytime.
Dylan, thanks for helping run the show.
Yay!
If you like the show, you want to know about the show, go to contentpenny.com. It's contentpenny.com. Ringtones and updates. You can go to iTunes or Stitcher or the Google Play Store or any place we can get any kind of podcast. Any kind of podcast. Yeah, I'm gonna do 5 minutes. Any kind of podcast you can do with the podcast and podcast. You can go to Facebook.com/contentpenny the show. You can go to @contentpenny the show on Twitter. You can go to Instagram, contentpinning.com. It's DOTCOM spelled out because, again, there's a person who stole content pinning from us, and I will kill her. Or him. I think it's a her.
It's a her.
It's a her. Okay.
It.
I mean, unless she wants to be on the show, then we can arm wrestle. I can get a backwards hat and cheat.
We'll put the camera real
because that's
close
how
to your
that movie
arms.
works.
Again, you got to do the finger over.
And
thing.
turn your
Yeah.
hat backwards.
That's cheating. Over the top is cheating. It's the Yu-Gi-Oh of arm wrestling. Anyway, you can also questions at contentpinning.com or 802-359-7468. It's 802-359-7468. Shot. Leave us a message. Tell us a thing. We will complain or we will agree. Anyway, that's it, I think. And I'm Travis. We love you so much. Bye.